Hi, my Talk family, and welcome to another episode of Talk the Talk. I'm your host, Desh, Pillay, Bechan. So today we are honored to have Refiloe Khumalo, and she is the head of asset ownership from Nedbank. So Refiloe's extraordinary journey to the pinnacle of success is a shining testament to her unrelenting pursuit of excellence, unwavering dedication, and unshakable passion for making a profound impact, with an impressive track record that speaks volumes about her exceptional leadership, innovative thinking, and strategic expertise. Refiloe is an inspiration to us all, especially because she is also our MC for the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards. Her remarkable story, marked by hard work, resilience, and a relentless drive to excel, is a beacon of hope and motivation for anyone striving to make a difference. From her early days to her current role, Refiloe's path is paved with numerous achievements and milestones that underscore her status as a trailblazer and a true leader. And once again, I have been so privileged to work directly with Refiloe, so I can personally stand testament to that. We are honored to have Refiloe share her inspiring story, invaluable insights, and expertise with us, and also her experience with the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards. Her presence is a gift, and we are eager to learn from her experiences again for the fourth year, and and gain her wisdom and be inspired by her remarkable achievements. So please join me in welcoming the incredible Refiloe Khumalo. And as always, this interview is proudly brought to you by Seriti Solutions, MFC, Nedbank, and ever by Nedbank. Hello, Refiloe.
Hi, Desh. How are you?
I'm good. I feel like there's a lot of things blocking you from me from seeing you, so I'm just moving things around. Yeah. Thank you. I like, how else do I say thank you? Thank you so much for everything you have done for us in our movement, in our on this journey. It's 4 years now, and how does that feel?
It's incredible. Firstly, Desh, I'm honored. It's always an honor to get an invitation from you. It's been an incredible journey for me, and personally getting to know you as well and to know your team. It's always fun to be around the team and yourself.
Aww. And I mean, it's 7 years that I'm with Nedbank, and if someone, a little NPC like myself, can continue, they say it's hard, it's difficult to get a client, to bring a client on board or a sponsor on board, but to maintain that is even more difficult. So I think you are actually validating that I've done a good job, right?
You have, and I always remind you that we are married in community of property.
We're married in community of Nedbank, and I am married in community of property. Thank you. I love when you say that. We all love it when you say that. 100,000 of my followers love that. So I think let's start off by telling our viewers who you are. Who are you? And just tell us about yourself and your journey, your career.
Well, I am Refiloe Khumalo. I am a mother of 4, and I am a wife, I'm a sister, I'm a friend, I'm many things to everybody in my community. From a career perspective, absolutely, I've enjoyed my journey with Nedbank. I think I'm counting my 6th year this year with Nedbank, and it's been an incredible journey. I think I've chosen the best company to work for, or rather they chose me to work for them, so it's absolutely incredible. So I look after VAPS enablement within Nedbank. It's a very long title. I actually dislike saying it because it's a very long title, but what it is basically making sure that we drive revenue for the VAPS and insurance side of Nedbank's business.
Okay, so Nedbank's business, not just automotive, but...
Not just automotive, but in this context, definitely for MFC. So I'd say probably 60% of what I do is under MFC.
Okay, all right, so what's your opinion about our women empowerment initiatives that are powered by Nedbank, of your perspective? Obviously, in the near future, I will have Stefan Potgieter. I think you report to Stefan, and I'll have Dumisani Zwane. But I want to know, as a female, what's your take on this?
Look, for me, like I've always said to you, Desh, that it's something that's very close to my heart, and it was an honor for you to invite me to contribute to something like this. There are not a lot of initiatives where I can say I've got capacity to get involved in community work, empowering women. So in my own sphere of influence, I do it at work, but definitely this part of the movement is one of the things that are very, very close to my heart. It's always incredible to see the women in this program, the people whose lives you've actually impacted, changed their lives. I've heard some very emotional stories as well, some inspiring stories, but in the end, there's a broader contribution. So the little that you do for the women that you touch here actually expands to the rest of the communities. So you empower one person, you already empowered more than 5 at least. So for me, it's a very, very special movement when I think about it. I've met a lot of people along the journey. I've met leaders that have contributed to this very movement that are also inspiring, and it's incredible to see their commitment on this journey.
Aww. And so you spoke a little bit about the journey itself and the movement, but how did you feel last year? 2024 awards, it was one of our best. I think it was our best, and I think this year might be better, but we'll talk about that later. But what was your personal experience standing up there on stage and inviting these powerful women that are trailblazers onto the stage to receive awards?
Yeah, it's always nerve-wracking. It's never easy. Every time I have to, when it comes to October, I almost have to prepare myself from the beginning of October emotionally and mentally that I'm going to do this. But to the point that you're making, it's emotional. It's very emotional. I think there was one particular story that really touched me and resonated with me. I'll never forget Agnes Mulaba, probably a name that I'll never forget for a very long time. The story was absolutely amazing. Seeing those beautiful women coming up. I mean, it's a very male-dominated industry. So if you think about it, when you see some of these women coming up on stage, it's a representation of all of us. Because of the saturation in positions, because there's already existing male leaders. But I do want to give a shout out to my direct line manager and leader, as well as Dumisani Zwane. So it's Stefan Potgieter himself. One of the few leaders that I have met that have got interest and are intentional about empowering women. And he's very, very supportive of women in general and their growth in the organization and everywhere else. He looks very intimidating, but he's actually the softest and the kindest leader I have actually worked for.
Stefan, I hope you're listening to this, but when she says intimidating, she's speaking about me. And yes, I have witnessed and experienced it firsthand with both Dumisani and Stefan, and the likes of Leroy Potgieter and Simon, that have men that from Nedbank that have stood by our side from the beginning of the journey, which is 12 months before the actual event, and they just are here present and in the moment when we are selecting or nominating, and just ensuring that the transparency is there and that the fairness in terms of what we are doing is
100%.
So I can definitely validate that as well. So how does it feel for you to be actively involved? Because as you said, we are married in community of property, which means equal work from MWOTY and Nedbank has to happen, and it starts at the beginning of the year, and you are. I mean, we've had our meeting, our kickoff meeting, you actually host these meetings. How does that feel?
Again, it's incredible. It's an amazing experience, Desh. It's when I think about how you are not seen as a woman unless your voice is loud enough. This here gives every woman an opportunity to be seen in places where women are not even heard. So at least they're seen and they're heard, and being part of a movement where women are constantly validated, recognized, it's an amazing experience. Being part of this is an opportunity for me to also contribute the little bit that I can. It's an honor. I'm not entitled to it. You could have a new MC by next year, by the way. But no, I'm not saying you will.
Okay. Did you see that?
I'm not saying you will. No. I'm just saying that it's an honor. So
you are entitled.
No one is entitled. But from a Nedbank perspective, from an MFC perspective, it aligns deeply with our values as well, and it aligns strategically with how we want to also empower women in our own sphere of influence, like I said. So it's part of the transformation journey that we go through within Nedbank and everywhere else, as in our own personal capacity. I mean, there's a lot that you do beyond just the event. There's the RADA that we often also bring up, and we recognize, you raise funds for it. It's an incredible thing to see, the fact that you can affect 700 girls somewhere in a rural area, so it's personal. It's personal and it's emotional.
It's our future. It's our future. They are our future, and that is why it's so important as one of the elements of Motoring Women of the Year Awards. Driving up to the event itself, we bring women to the studio, interview them, but we also go out to these dealerships countrywide. I was in Cape Town last week, and 2 weeks ago, and I'll be in Durban tomorrow, and we are meeting with young, inspirational, not inspirational, but aspirational young females that sees themselves in the automotive trade and want to know more. So it's a huge part. They are our future, and we need to pave this way for them. So you talked about leading up to the event. Let's speak about how it feels actually to be emceeing the event, not just the woman coming to the stage, but and receiving the award. And you are the one that is announcing their names, and that must feel so powerful for you.
It does, and the preparation for that starts long before, and it's a couple of meetings with Desh. It's a couple of corrections here and there on the program.
Correct. You can say corrections to Desh.
But it's incredible, Desh. I mean, being on stage, number one, I'm an introvert. I prefer to be behind the curtain. So for me, it starts with that. I have to prepare, because the nerves, they never get better. It doesn't matter where I stand, whether I'm standing in front of a boardroom where I have to present certain things, or I'm standing on a stage, the nerves never get better. But having to recognize, call up leaders onto the stage, being exposed 24/7, Sholo with his camera, intimidating me, telling me where to stand. It's always a tough position to be in, but I enjoy it. It's been 4 years on this as an MC, so I've actually enjoyed it thoroughly. I love seeing the dresses. I'm probably the one person that gets to see the dresses that are in there. It's always a fashion show. They look amazing. You can see that everyone has gone all out to look great. So for me, it's empowering. It's empowering.
It absolutely is. I want to ask you, in terms of this year, and that I think for me is the most important question, what can we expect? What can MWOTY followers, Women in Motoring South Africa followers, or the industry, because this is now a motoring sought after event it's a calendar event. It's the only, and as Stefan said, on the red carpet, he thinks that this is a unique platform and potentially globally unmatched. So people are looking forward to this year's event. What can we expect? from Nedbank?
We always try to outdo ourselves.
Okay.
And definitely with Desh's guidance also, looking at the venues and telling us which one is the best.
Okay.
And we always try to do better than the previous year. And I think we've grown tremendously from where you started to where last year was.
Yeah.
So absolutely we hope that this year will be bigger. And we hope this year will be better.
More inclusive as
More
well.
inclusive as well. Recognizing women as per usual,
Yes.
but also recognizing their leaders.
Yes.
So I think it will be bigger and better.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Rif, I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I mean that so, this humbles me. Having you and Stefan and Dumi come here personally to help me promote MWOTY, Motoring Woman of the Year Awards. It's few and far between where a sponsored NPC will receive this attention from their sponsors. And no, I don't beg for this. No, I invite. Okay, and I'm so humbled. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you for making us part of this. Thank you for choosing us to be part of this as well. You could have gone with anybody, but we appreciate the fact that you are still loyal to MFC.
Yeah, my blood is green. It's not green after 7
Glad
years.
to hear that.
Yes, my blood is green. Thank you, Refiloe, and I want to ask you, is there anything you would like to add to this conversation?
I'm a woman of very few words, Desh, but once again, thank you very much for including us in this, and I'm looking forward to the 2025 event.
Me too, 21st of October.
Okay.
Put it in your diary.
It's there.
Okay, so I have been accused of being too serious on my shows, and we want some fun. So I am going to play trivia with you. We're stealing the 30 seconds cards to do that, as usual. Ooh, mine is easy. I'm going to ask you first. Make mine easy too. I don't know movies. I don't know. I'm not. My EQ might be a little bit high, but not my IQ. So just bear in mind. But I'm going to ask you now. Okay, he is an icon. He is a Nobel Prize winner, and he is our own. But he's and he's got a nickname. Passed away.
Nelson Mandela.
Yes, but what do they call him?
Madiba.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it.
And then it's a, oh my God, it's a character. Okay, let's go with the chips rather. So the potato chips that you eat, not the Lay's one. What's the other one?
Simba.
Yeah. I'm liking this. Let me do one more with you. Okay. Not MTN. The other.
Vodacom?
Yes. Right. Okay, your turn. You see, I've made it easy. Okay, I have one more. We have to do this. Okay, it is a very funny comedian back in the day. He's really good and he makes me laugh. I like him.
That's not a lot of information.
He was on TV a lot as well.
Yes. Okay, got it.
Okay, your turn.
He is international, or rather, it is a shop. It's international, and it's finger licking good.
KFC.
There we go.
Thank you. Okay.
She is a sister to the female GOAT in tennis.
Not Vanessa Williams, the other one. The other Venus. Alright.
Venus Williams.
Thank you. We're making ourselves look very intelligent. One more.
And then one last one. Whenever we go to shows, we buy our entry cards from there.
When we go to where?
Whenever we watch shows, whether it's a Super Bowl.
Or like Ticket Pro or something like that. Is it Ticket Pro?
No.
The
other one.
The other one called Web something.
No.
Web Pro. Ticket Pro. No, I don't know.
It's older than Ticket Pro, I think.
Is it older than Ticket Pro? I don't know. We go to ShopRite and buy. If it's that old, these are the old cards. I don't know. What is it?
It's CompuTicket.
Oh, CompuTicket! I don't buy my tickets online. I get them for free from my sponsors. Thank you.
Lucky you. It's nice to know you, Desh. Send some over here.
Okay, so I thank you again, Rich, for playing with me. And we are people. We so relate. We try to be relatable. We are Nedbank. We are MWOTY. And we are very much people. So I enjoyed that. Thank you, Refiloe, for entertaining me.
Thank you again, Desh.
You're welcome.
It's been a pleasure being here.
You're welcome. Okay, so viewers, I thank you so much for all of your support on our platforms. Motoring South Africa celebrates your dedication and interaction on social media. Our efforts aim to uplift a woman and promote diversity within the automotive industry. Notable initiatives comprise the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, which Refiloe and I were talking about earlier on, and Talk the Talk Studios, which is powered by MFC, Avo and Seriti Solutions. For updates, interviews, vehicle assessments and motivational narratives, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Talk the Talk. And for guidance on purchasing vehicles and financial advice related to the automotive sector, please visit www.auto.evo.africa. So, ladies, the power is in your hands. When life presents challenges, rise above. Discover your inner strength, resilience, and true potential. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, a woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong she is until she gets in hot water. How true is that? So, harness your self-awareness and shape your destiny. Cultivate a strong, fearless mindset. Believe in yourself, your abilities, and your worth. You're capable of achieving greatness, breaking barriers, and shattering glass ceilings. Remember, your strength lies within. So unleash it and unlock your full potential. You're a force to be reckoned with. A woman of power, courageous, and you are resilient. So rise up, take control, and own your journey. You are unstoppable. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle or diminish your dreams. You are a shining star, a beacon of hope, and a source of inspiration. Your voice matters, and your story matters, and your presence makes a difference. And with that, I would like to remind you that the question should never be, who's going to let me? It should always be, who's going to stop me?